Ugh, bad play. Got picked off right there. Actually made the wrong read. I went ahead and put a guy in a drag route and looked at that first, and actually instead of making my right read. So that was a huge play right there for him to actually get me like that. Hey, this is Prometheus giving you first time MUT, long time Madden. Actually have been taking the tips of some of my subscribers and guys that have made comments. I really appreciate your support. I've been going through the MUT gauntlet, and as you go up in levels, obviously you generate more coins, and I've pretty much cranked through a lot of the games. I only have a few left over before I start getting those veteran packs, so pretty excited about that. I want to once again thank you for your tips. So let's take a look where I've got my team. Alright, so I've actually been able to go ahead and get my team ranked up to 88 overall. When I do pull packs, I've only had one gem that I could say I pulled really well, and that was on defense. I was able to go ahead and pull Peanut Tillman with a 95. This guy, Peanut Tillman has always been a very good defensive back, very underrated, very good, stable defensive back. On my team, obviously, Peanut Tillman is my #1 corner. And on the trade market, I was able to go ahead and pick up C. Pryor. Very good discounted. It looks like there's a flood of the market of the C. Pryor, but I like the speed of this player. And I was able to pick up a better version of Von Miller, an 85 version. And then on the backside, I've got Dupree. And I'm actually on Houston. And I also have Dupree as somebody else I picked up, and Sanzier, the middle linebacker for Pittsburgh. So I've really improved my defense dramatically. And then up front, I've got Smith and Williams and Wilkerson for my 3-4. On offense, I went ahead. I'm not somebody that really depends on a mobile quarterback, but I did get a better version of my my Rodgers and went with an 89 Rodgers, a little bit more speed. And I was able to go ahead and pick up Mike Evans. Mike Evans' online rank is actually a very good wide receiver, so I figured he'd translate well over to the game. And then I was looking for a tight end to replace Miller. Miller's been a very staple for me, but I went ahead and picked up this Talluro guy. This guy is got, for the cost, he's got very good catching ability. His route routing is not that great, but look at that run block, 78. That's almost an offensive lineman. So with a player that's 6'8", you really can't get away with it. So my team's got a lot of height and some fairly good speed, so I'm pretty excited about that. So another card that I actually picked up was a fullback, which is Felton. I don't really use a fullback, but I figured to just go ahead and hold on to that card when I pulled it as a 79. Alright, so 2 more games until I get into the playoffs. Hopefully I can go ahead and win out and get myself a playoff bye. Alright, so I'm going to make a look at this guy's roster. It looks like pretty even teams to say here. He's got a bunch of 80s across the board, so this looks like a fairly even rosters here for the most part. So it doesn't look like he's got a much better team than me. So this should be a fairly good game, real good matchup. Alright, so I'm going to come out in the under defense, and I'm just going to go with the cover 3 Sky. I'm going to go in the Buzz. And I get a nice break on defense right from the very beginning to be able to get a fumble. Hopefully it stays. Alright, so I'm going to come out of the guns wing trip is my base offense here. I'm just going to do the halfback power. And hopefully I can actually go ahead and get a nice run against my opponent. And he's able to go ahead and pick that up. Let's see what kind of defense he runs against me. Goes with a cover 3 scribe press. So let's go ahead and come back to this. We're going to go in the double in. Got off coverage now. And able to go ahead and hit him on that curl route right there. Went back to the cover 3, I think. Now he went into the cover 6. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this offense real quick. I'm going to go into single back set. I'm going to go ahead and try to run him off the outside zone. Flip the play. Ah. Wow. I'm getting some huge breaks right there. He should have tackled me 3 times, and I was able to go ahead and break those tackles. That was actually a pretty lucky play right there. That shouldn't have been a touchdown. He should have been able to hit me behind the line of scrimmage. So how I got away with it, I don't know. Got my opponent on the 23. I'm going to come out in the will fire 3. And he actually drops a pass right there. He went into the play action end around, but he actually kept it stock. All right, so let's go ahead and end with the scrape. Nice read, but Tillman's come down to clean that play up. I'm gonna go into cover 2. Nice read. Got that off really quick against me. He's gonna stay back in this. And I was able to go ahead and get him a blitz right there. He wanted the play action. Got him on another blitz right there, just came off the edge. So he's forced to punt. And I'm able to get the ball up to the 32-yard line against my opponent. I'm going to go back into the single back set right here, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and with an outside run to the right side. He's got his line spread out. And there you go. Nice blocking right there. To be able to go ahead and just gash him right up the middle. We'll do 0-1 trap right down the middle. There you go. Forte's getting some monster yards for me right now. This time he came into a strong safety Sam blitz press 3. And Forte just grinds his way up to go ahead and get me another first down. Went into a free fire 3. I'm not seeing a lot of consistency in this play calling. Forte's getting me some pretty good yards right there. I'm really happy with that so far. Now he goes into thunder under smoke. And this time I'm going to come out of the doubles in. See if he's got off coverage. Off coverage, so it's probably some kind of a zone. I'm going to hit him with a draw right here. There you go. Just chipping away at this guy. He's got to be driving him nuts right now. He went into a blitz. I'm going to go into doubles. And I'm going to hit him with angle smash. That's just my favorite third down play. Now he's in a smoke. Oh, bad play. Got picked off right there. Actually made the wrong read. I went ahead and put a guy in a drag route and I looked at that first and actually instead of making my right read. So that was a huge play right there for him to actually get me like that. Nice read. I was thinking of actually putting a player in the flats, but I just didn't do that. So that was a huge play right there. I'm going to keep hitting him with the edge pressure. And there you go. Nice play by my defensive back, my defender. That was a nice, good read right there. Got rid of that ball really quick. And he actually did a hurry up. I tried to stump the hole, but I just couldn't set my defense up quick enough. There you go. Nice play right there. Going to go ahead and hit him with a zone right here. So change things up a little bit on that. Got him in a third down situation. He's getting rid of the ball really quickly. There you go, Kuechly. Actually get a nice little interception right there. Edge pressure is driving him nuts. He's having a hard time with it. And when you switch up with a coverage like that, you're actually going to go ahead and get your opponent off kilter a little bit. So. All right, so I've got to get back into my offensive set. I'm going to go stay with the double in. Bad play. Threw right into coverage. Didn't make the right read. Should have went up to the next level because he was in that sugar cover blitz bluff. I'm going to go into verts. Looks like he's in a cover 6. And he hit me with some edge pressure off the side. I should have dumped it down into the flat. Alright, so he's mixing things up pretty good on defense right now. He's got me off kilter a little bit. I'm going to go in the Z spot. Back in that sugar again. There you go. Z spot is able to go ahead and do that, get a nice little broken tackle. I'll take the points against my opponent because he's actually mixed up his scheme pretty well. He's not making. I'm not looking too efficient in offense, so I'll take the big plays if I get him like that. All right, so up 14-0. That puts me a little bit in the driver's seat right there. Nice read. And throw him off by switching into man coverage right there. And got him off our kilter right there. So another third and 21 right here. Going to go into just a cover 4. Actually, let's go with the delayed corner blitz. And that blitz came in. He tried to hit me with a screen. That was actually a smart play right there, doing special teams. 36 seconds left. Got enough time to actually get the ball down the field. So, did he call the timeout? And I think he bumped me off the line. So if that's, I get a 15-yard catch, I can get into field goal range right here unless this guy quits out. Alright, so he quit out. So get a lucky win against my opponent. He just struggled against my pressure. He had his little hurry up tempo, but able to get a win against him. Alright, so I really appreciate my supporters. I'm going to go ahead and jump in another game and just try to tie this season up and hopefully get a bye to get into the playoffs. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate your help here.